Analysts say China is likely to build pressure on Taiwan in 2025 after a record year of military activity around the self-ruled island. Our Asia correspondent Stash Butler reports from Taipei's latest defence drills.
It's practice for a battle this island hopes it will never fight. The armed forces in Taiwan have held 3 days of military exercises, defending mock bases and facing imagined enemies in the sky.
We do not fear the fight, and we do not back down.
But the threat is real and growing from neighbouring China, which claims Taiwan as its own.
No one can sever our family bonds, and no one can stop the historical trend of national reunification.
Last year, Taipei says it counted more than 3,000 Chinese warplanes entering its air defence zone, close to double the year before. And at sea, Chinese ships have joined 2 large-scale war games and what seems to have been a third unacknowledged drill.
This is not something that any responsible great power does.
US think tank analysts have told Sky News they expect Chinese pressure to continue to grow in 2025, while Taiwan finds ways to outdo a military with a budget 11 times its size. The ship I'm standing on right now is Taiwan's most newly commissioned Tuojiang-class Navy corvette. And this relatively small, stealthy and fast vessel is one part of the island's plan to facing down the largest navy in the world. Along with these ships, dubbed carrier killers by Taipei, Taiwan has built up missile defences, like these Patriot systems from the US. The tactic is to use cheap mobile weapons to dodge incoming fire and wreak havoc on the invading force, long enough for other countries to intervene.
There's been a bit of a sea change, right? There's a recognition that the Taiwanese government is taking this much more seriously.
But the arrival of a president in Washington who hails his own unpredictability means Taipei may need to count less on its US partners' support.
If Trump were to ask, they need to have a good case for themselves.
2024 was another high watermark for China's pressure across the Taiwan Strait. This year, analysts say, there's no sign that tide of tension will recede. Stash Butler, Sky News, Taipei.